Going over to the Cultural Report podcast, you have CNN Scott Jennings going viral over his co-host meltdown over the tariffs. And even more importantly, this is for real news, someone on CNN has a modicum of intelligence. I didn't think I'd seen it in my lifetime, frankly. I think it's been a couple of decades since that's been a thing, if it ever even was. But this is such a rare, unusual thing. He deserves some accolades. Now, again, this comes to us thanks to NWokeness on X, which he says, quote, Scott Jennings deserves a medal. There's him with his co-host as she has a little meltdown, which, man, at least, obviously he looks like a gentleman. He's suited up as all men do. She does look hilarious. I normally like green. I have a green watch. I have a green car. I love it in many instances, but I mean, should I even have green like Yetis for my company or swag? But yeah, her pea green, what is that? Like a blazer? And then she has like a pink shirt and pink lipstick. I want to say she looks like something out of a Batman cartoon or comic strip, but like, I guess I will. She does look hilariously like almost like a knockoff Joker or something. Let's just say it's not a fashion show, but she just got fashion roasted. Nevertheless, maybe she'll give us some real articulate reasons why you should be against the tariffs, and maybe she'll make some really strong, concise points convincing us of her side of the ideology. I mean, of course not, but let's hear what they have to say.
You want to engage in personal insults?
I don't, but you
what
do.
You lack in a legitimate point, you make up for it in personal
I don't, you
personal
do.
insults. The point I am making is in this new world order, we are looking at countries, whether or not they're an adversary or ally, it is being determined on what kind of deal we can get. And we cannot govern, we cannot legislate that way. We are increasingly isolated on the world stage.
No, we're not.
So if you want to engage in personal insults.
I don't know if she was doing a rap video, but she'd use like 15 different hand gestures. I don't know what that means. I think one of those is a peace sign, maybe, perhaps. Now, this went pretty viral. I got about 540,000 views and 20,000 likes. One of the first comments comes from Retard Finder, one of the fastest growing, I would say almost bar none, profiles on X. Literally, the hashtag is #IFindRetards. And he says, quote, Scott found one, getting 1.4 thousand likes. You also have Based Electrician saying, quote, Scott received a finger wag, a hand stop, a circle jerk, a double chop, all within 20 seconds. You got 249 likes. And here you can see all of her hand gestures, which, yeah, people say Trump does hand gestures, which he does. You know, it's got a couple of the classics. But yeah, she went all in on the hand gestures there. You also have Planet of Memes. What is going on here? This alleged Planet of Memes. I say this because, they used to respond to memes all the time, but not many memes, including today. Just rudimentary text. But we still will read it because it's one of the top liked ones. This alleged Planet of Memes says, quote, Scott Jennings deserves an award for having to sit with the same set of morons on CNN, getting 306 likes. Gunther Eagleman says, quote, the dude is awesome, getting 250 likes. Anti-woke memes, no meme either. This is a very disappointing day. Says CNN aren't sending their best leftists, getting 42 likes. Paul Zupa says she tries so hard to be smart, getting 44 likes. Let's see here. I Love American News says, quote, true story, says the goal is not to trigger leftists, the goal is to save America. For some reason, that just happens to always trigger leftists. Getting 148 likes. A couple people have turned into a comic strip. Grodd says the Gimli generations will never get old, getting 122 likes. You also have MAGA 3D saying sound on libtard moment to win arguments.
You're not a member of government, so you're irrelevant. When I'm talking about the president of the United States, you want to engage in personal insults?
I don't, but you
what
do.
You lack in a legitimate point, you make up for it in personal insults.
I don't, you do.
Insults. The point I am making is in this new world order, we are looking at.
Also have Scarlet Sky saying, quote, if this picture doesn't perfectly sum up our country right now, I have no idea how to break it to you. And it's her looking, as the youth might say, sassy. And he's just giving her an eye roll, being like, why do I have to deal with this mentally vacuous person? Why? Getting 55 likes, which, yeah, I was going to say, I don't know what they're paying him, but that's got to be a torturous job, to say the least. Let's see. I don't see any contrarian statements thus far. Scrolling down more and more. Brent says, Scott Jennings has a patience of a saint. The woman should put her finger in my face. Getting 13 likes. Anti-left memes. But there's no meme. Says, quote, we're American. We can do what we want. We earned it. Getting 17 likes. So, again, this is a historic day. Someone on CNN has a modicum of intelligence. We also know he's not the average CNN host because he actually has, he's not arguing with his emotion. He's not having a meltdown. He's just kind of chilling and doing his thing. But let me know your thoughts in the comments because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so you can click that button. I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down in my comments. Great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone Just stay safe and fight the good fight.